scale, and thank you so much for following and watching my videos. I'm very excited. It's weigh-in Wednesday. It's February the 7th, and I had a really good week because, well, A, I did lose weight on the scale, which is exciting, but B, I am going to try not to get caught up in that whole mindset where the number dictates my mood, because just like last week where I started at 251, and then a week later I was 251.8. But that whole week I've really been eating very well. I've been drinking a lot of water, cutting way back on sugar, taking my time with my food. But then the scale said I went up. And so it was, it was my plateau. Obviously I was kidding. But, it's really hard to not get into that mindset where, you're discouraged. So I do want to be focused on my behaviors, and my behaviors this week have been good. And I saw this thing posted on Facebook. It was really inspirational. So I made a little sign to hang it in my house somewhere. And it says, eat half, walk double, laugh triple, and love without measure. So I think it's just fabulous. Super cute little sign. So I am walking almost double that I did last week. So now I'm walking 3+ miles, whereas I was doing about 1.7 miles. I don't know about eating half, and I don't even think that's my goal. I want to eat like 3/4, maybe less, but it has to all be done with kindness. I have to feel good. I can't feel deprived, because if I feel deprived, it's going to put me into a diet mentality and I'm going to go backwards. And this is all about holistically transforming my body and transforming my life, all different areas of my life. So the good news is, you've been so patient, is that this morning I weighed 248.2. So I'm down 3.6 pounds since our official journey began, which is very exciting. I think it's more realistically that I was down 1.8 the week before and 1.8 this week, which is great. I want to lose like 2 pounds a week. And again, I don't want to get caught up in the numbers. So, and as I was walking, I got this really cool download, which hit me. It's not the most poetic thing, but it just hit me that I need to stop feeding my whole and start feeding my soul. I know it sounds kind of rude, but it does the job. This journey is about taking profound care of myself, and just not going to the easy maladaptive way of just using food. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I thought that was really kind of neat. Stop feeding your whole and start feeding your soul. I wish it was a little more poetic, but what are you going to do? So another exciting thing I wanted to share is that I have been doing the guided meditation hypnoses to help reduce sugar cravings. And I will list one that I've been really liking in the description. I just pop it on before I go to sleep. It helps you relax. You fall asleep. I don't even know what they're probably telling me to do, but I listen to it. I'm asleep. And I will say, while it wasn't the, immediate, and I didn't expect it to be an immediate, oh, I hated sugar. In fact, at the beginning of the recording, it asks, this recording will help you reduce your sugar cravings or eradicate them. And even when I'm setting my intention, I'm like, reduce, because it scared me too much to think I wanted to get rid of sugar. And at this point, I just want to tone it down. So, and be healthier. What I've noticed is with these meditations is that legitimately, just a couple times I've been, putting sugar in my tea, and I'm like, oh, okay, that really tastes sweet. And I'm cutting it in half. So I feel like it's like turning the volume down, if you will, on my my former love of sugar. And it just gives me a little bit of pause so that I can think and say, whoa, whereas before it was more of a compulsion and didn't matter what I thought, I really didn't have the opportunity to say no. So, um, I really, whatever it is, I mean, there's a million of them out there. There's ones on confidence and eating healthy, sugar addiction. I don't know, public speaking. So whatever it is that you want, have an abundant mindset. Um, you can just pop these things on and it's like, what I like about it is that, you know, in the past, when I've started to try to get healthier, I always thought, right, I was using my conscious mind and I thought I can do this. But what these hypnoses and guided meditations are tapping into is your subconscious, right? And I think that the difference between the conscious and the subconscious is that the subconscious is where we believe. So I don't know if I ever really believed I could do it before, whereas now I do. So I think that's why it's exciting. But anyway, and also another thing I noticed, you're not stuffing your face all the time. Food actually tastes good. And my whole thing with this journey is that I'm going to increase my joy, not decrease it. So I'm taking my time. I'm hungrier. Food is tasting good. I'm enjoying it. I don't feel guilty. So a lot of progress, not perfect. I did have some, practically tasteless popcorn that sort of kicked in like this. I became a little manic about it, and I don't know what that was about. But the good news is I've spoken with a hypnotherapist, Tessa Baum, and she's agreed to do a session with me that we are going to tape so that other people can see how the whole process works. And I think when it's more personalized to me, it'll be even that much more effective. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to be meeting with Christine O'Leary. I know I promised that last week. I'm sorry that was delayed. But yeah, that's coming soon too. Okay. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and share. That really helps me. And this really isn't just about my journey. I want it to be about our journey. Whatever you're trying to do better in your life, access more potential, I want us to do it together. So if you want to share in the comments, that would be great. And I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Thanks.